I'm going to teach you guys some philosophy. Ad nauseam is a logical fallacy of when somebody repeats themselves even after you've proven them wrong. That's their argument. Why is the earth flat? Because it's flat, dude. It's common sense. The earth is flat. No, why is it flat? It just is flat. There's no proof of curvature. Well, actually, there's proof of curvature. Then you show them. They say, nope, there's no proof of curvature. There's absolutely no proof whatsoever that the earth is a spinning ball. And Nathan Thompson really does this, called ad nauseam, guys. Ad nauseam. Ad hominem means that you attack the person. You know, you're wrong because you're a white guy. You're wrong because you're a science glober believer. You know, they dismiss your argument because of you, not because of what you're saying, not the words you're saying, but because of you. So Nathan Thompson does a lot of these logical fallacies. And another big one is the logical fallacy of ignorance, or when you say, I don't know the answer to my question, so therefore this is proof of a flat earth. I don't know how the curvature works. I don't know how high you have to be to find out curvature. I can't see it myself, so therefore it does not exist. That's not proof of curvature. No matter what your beliefs are, no matter how crazy out there, you have to have evidence. If you say NASA lies, give me examples. How do they lie? Everything, dude. Can't you see around you? No, give me an example, a concrete example that proves without a doubt that they lie. Images from space. No, that's not lying. Those are composites. Composite does not mean absolute fakery. It means that it's stitched together from 100 different satellites going around a spinning ball. There's geocentric satellites, which stay in the same place and they're a little bit closer. And there's ones that orbit, which are farther away. Orbits are when the gravitational pull pulls it inwards to the center of mass, but also the thing is traveling, so it's able to briefly escape as it's going around. So it creates a perfect circle or elliptical pattern because of its gravitational pull. Think of it as if someone is spinning you by their arm. You know, the centrifugal force going around. So all the science we have proves the earth is not flat. Do you guys believe in biology, chemistry? On the cellular level, there's attraction between molecules. There's a force of attraction. Gravity exists even in the smallest way in cells. And anyone who's ever used drugs, you know, chemistry exists for a reason. Biology exists for a reason. They all work. They are all real. They are not lies. NASA is not in charge of education. NASA is in charge of space travel. So you guys blame NASA for putting globes in schools, and then you guys say that Universal Pictures is proof that they're trying to bombard us with a globe at every movie. No, every movie does not have the globe. That's only Universal Pictures. So all your arguments, I'm responding to people who know flat earth, who all day long watch videos. I'm responding to you guys. You guys are just down a rabbit hole of ignorance and nonsense. And there's another logical fallacy that a lot of flat earthers use called argument from incredulity. They put the burden of proof on you. And they say, I don't understand how the earth can be a spinning globe, so therefore it's not. Well, just because you don't understand it does not mean it's not. Where's the curvature, dude? Where's the curvature? We're 5'8" on a giant planet, and you're saying, how come you can't see the curvature? Really? I can't see it, it's flat. Well, you're small, dude. You're way small. If you zoom into an apple really, really close, you can see it straight. There's only a very slight curvature. Flat earthers cannot understand that the curvature is very slight. And there are other ways of finding out the earth is a globe. Trigonometry. There's a video I saw from a guy named Voice of Reason who showed this equipment that he used that you can buy for like $20 at Office Max, and it will calculate the shadow of the earth and shadow of the moon and shadow of the sun, and it'll give you the trigonometry you need to figure out how far away each of these things are. So the earth is 82.7 times the distance from earth to the moon, earth to the sun, which shows that the sun is 93 million miles away and the moon is 432,000 miles away. We know this very well with science, and then our experiments proved it. We're able to build a rocket ship. There's planes. You guys know there's planes. The same plane makers also make rocket ships that go into space, and they launch satellites. And they had a rocket ship that started to break apart, and you know, contraptions came off of it, and then the lunar lander went on the moon. So they say, how can this lunar lander fly out to the moon? You're crazy. It was on board a rocket ship and shot off of it. You guys need to look this up. You don't understand the answer to your dumb fucking questions, so you make this shit up. The earth is flat, dude. NASA can't do that. The only thing they did was they can't go low Earth orbit. It's just an endless supply of ignorant bullshit. Just an endless supply. If you believe in conspiracies, you're dumb. Straight up, you're dumb. You don't know how the earth works. You don't know how the world works. There are so many ways to find out the earth is a oblate spheroid. We don't mean pear-shaped as in it's literally a shape of a pear. We mean that it's slightly smaller at the top and then wider and fatter along the middle. It does not have to be exactly like a pear. There's different types of pears. You guys are thinking of a California pear, you know, where it's kind of really thin and then fat. No, it's not like that. It's just like an apple that's very thick around the sides. And the ocean will be pulled by the moon. I mean, this is all stuff you guys can look up. You say, I already know this stuff. And that's why I believe in flat earth, because I already know the holes in the heliocentric model. You don't. You never understood it. That's why you're a flat earther. If you understood it, you realize how you can find this out for yourselves. You can get a telescope, you can look at the stars, you can measure the angles of the stars to find out how big the earth is and how far away the stars are. You can get a telescope and see flags on the moon. You can see the lunar rover on the moon. There's satellites. There's video on YouTube of satellites going very slowly over the earth. And you can see the earth's curvature. And even if it was GoPro, so what? It's still in space. You guys don't believe in space. You believe in a firmament. But your videos show satellite footage. You guys can't do that. You can't say, oh, you can't use science. Science doesn't work. Science is wrong. Earth's not a globe. And then try to use science and math to prove that science is wrong. That's ridiculous. You guys are so dumb. So logical fallacy ad nauseum. Nathan just keeps repeating himself over and over. I've debunked that guy 40 fucking times. For every fucking thing he says, I've answered. How come this? How come the astronauts act different when they get back home? Blah, blah. Every single thing Nathan Thompson has ever brought up, there's an answer for that you could easily find. How come the stars haven't changed in thousands of years? Actually, they have. The stars are just very far away, and the ones that are closer have slightly moved in the constellations. The constellations have looked different. So every single dumb question you have about flat Earth has been answered. Nathan Thompson will just keep repeating himself. There's no proof whatsoever. The Earth's flat. There's no proof whatsoever. You just keep repeating yourself. There's no proof that you're right. There's no proof the Earth is flat. You just keep repeating how dumb you are. You're putting yourself on display to the world and saying, I don't know anything about science. I'm stupid and arrogant. You're so arrogant. You think that you're the only one who has thought about what they're living on. You're the only one who has rethought, maybe I'm not living on a spinning ball. Are you the only one who thinks they've questioned their reality? Really? Are you that dumb? You think you're the only one who's questioning your reality? Fuck off, dude. Fuck off. You're a fucking idiot.